Hello! Hi guys, welcome back to One Man's Junk. Ooh-wee! Do we have a treat lined up for you today, folks? So I'm just back from my vacation. I was back home in Europe, and well, without giving anything away, let's have a little look, shall we?
Okay guys, so I just got a tip from Instagram about a friend who actually has a store that's closing down. So we're about to go down now in the basement. We don't know what we're going to find, so fingers crossed, and we'll keep you updated. Alright guys, we're still here digging. There's all kinds. Things like lost in space. But we will keep you updated. Oh, what's this? You've heard of that? Fireman? Oh! Have a look at these. I've actually mentioned these before in the show. Look at that. KERANG Mega Force. That's still in the pack. Unfortunately, the card's all beat up, but hey, that's pretty cool, right?
Wow. So, guys, as you can see, there was a lot of stuff to dig through. There was a lot of varied toy lines, of course. There was no rhyme or reason. It wasn't organized. Just everything thrown there in the shelves. So, you know, we dug and we found and took with us what I believe to be the best stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up that KERANG Mega Force because it was a little bit beat up, but we did find some gems like these mini Boglins here, still in the box, unopened. We found more 90s goodness. I found these lovely Inspector Gadget figures, still sealed on card. These were released here in the US under Tiger Electronics, not Gig here like they were in Italy. Not an incredibly valuable line, but certainly it's getting a lot more popular, and it's definitely becoming a lot harder to find, especially unplayed with complete figures. We have a Creepy Crawlers here, still sealed on card, or as they called it in Italy, the Factory of Monsters. That's again one of the kind of lesser figures or characters, but it's always good to have him fully complete, unplayed with. Here's a line that I do mention a lot, especially in my action figure identification. This is Exo Squad. These are great here. You've got the Jump Troopers. They're still on the card, sealed, never opened. So that was a nice pickup here. You don't see those too often. Have a look at this. This is a very interesting line. It's known as the Warriors of KERANG. Some people refer to it as FASI because that's one of the manufacturers. I've personally never seen this line before. I did post a photo on Instagram. It turns out there's a few fans of this line. It's kind of like a cult classic. Those who know it love it, and those who don't know it yet, well, something to discover. What initially drew me to them was, of course, the color scheme here is very reminiscent of that kind of early 90s, you know, these nice bright colors, you know, like Mighty Max. But the other thing that drew me to it was it kind of reminded me of some of the Micronauts figures, the leaders. That's the ones with the magnetic limbs, just because the limbs kind of come apart here and, you know, they're interchangeable with each figure. Actually, interesting fact about this is I mentioned Mighty Max. According to the packaging, this was released by Bluebird Toys, who was responsible for releasing Mighty Max in the UK. However, the company itself denies all knowledge of this line and says that they had nothing to do with it. So it's another little mystery right there.
Have a look at this. Okay. That. It's a stretched Genie from Aladdin. I've never seen this before, to be honest with you. We'll take it upstairs, see what he's looking to get, but as long as it's in one piece, I think we'll be taking that home.
So it turns out he was reasonably priced, and here he is back here in the US with us. If you're wondering how I managed to get all this great stuff back home so quickly, all I can say is the Italian mail service is vastly underrated. Well, if you're sending out anyway. I'm not sure about receiving mail in Italy, but in terms of sending out, it definitely worked out in my favor. That stretch Genie was great, but then we really started to find some real gems, such as these sealed on-card Polly Pockets. Now, I know you're probably looking at these and thinking, they're a little beat up, a little tattered. That bubble isn't really yellowed, it's more than that, it's browned. But that got me thinking, if he's got these Polly Pockets, there might be more. And boy was I right, look at that guys, I found a little case of Polly Pocket rings, hair slides and earrings, all in the card, wonderful condition, very excited on these. I was even more excited when they arrived in one piece in the mail, thank you. But if you're looking for Polly Pockets, by goodness, make sure you come to Wayne this Sunday because they will be there by aplenty. Keeping in with Polly Pocket, a very similar line, not the same of course. This is Dolci Segreti, which of course is Sweet Secrets here. Now there was a few of these, but the others were really beat up. I just picked this one up just because the card was so nice and you really don't see it that often. Now you're probably thinking, okay, that's some great, rare, obscure toys, but did you not pick up anything that, you know, kind of fits into what you generally look for? Of course I did. So you've noticed the Boglins, which of course I love Boglins, but I also found this. Wow, these are Combattini. This is Army Ants, released by El Greco in the EU. So they're exactly the same as the ones that were released here, except completely different colors. So they come in gray, they come in silver, I should say. They come in translucent white, metallic green, metallic white. They've even got translucent bottoms with glitter in them. So this is a great little line. You may notice that these were released actually in Europe with these kind of slime tubs. Now, of course, with age, the label has peeled off, but you know, you can easily stick that back on. But these are extremely rare. This format was not used nor released in the US, so these are really exciting. I was very happy with these. And if you're wondering why I'm so excited, because I actually got a few of them. Look at that. All the colors of the rainbow. So the pyramid in itself is very rare. These, of course, are very rare too. And we even got one in the packet as well. So it's really almost like a full set of these Army Ants or Combattini. How about this? You may remember I mentioned a few weeks ago one of my favorite parts of the Masters of the Universe line, that is the meteoroids. Well, look at that. I found one of the original Bandai dinosaur ones, one of the skeleton ones. It's still on the card. Of course, I appreciate it's a damaged card, but never played with, super rare. And actually, if you look at the back, it actually shows you some of the really rare ones like the Dracula, which is the one I grew up with myself. But staying on with that Masters of the Universe, how about a KO wrestler? It's a knockoff Hulk Hogan, still in the card. You can see the body type. It's very similar to the Masters of the Universe. It's actually more closer to Sun Gold, so it's the classic toy inception, the knockoff of the knockoff of the knockoff. Ooh, how about that one? Yes, that is Tuscus from the Infaceables line. That's Tuscus, not Tuscarnini, but Tuscus. There is some bad damage to the bubble here. He is pretty much loose, but as you can see here, his face is fully intact. It's almost impossible to pick up in Infaceable action figures where the face is intact if it's not on the card. So this one here will be an opener, not by me of course, by of course the final owner, who I'm sure will be very happy to finally be able to complete his collection with that perfect Tuscus Infaceable. I'm not much of a video game guy. I used to love playing video games when I was a lot younger. Unfortunately, I just do not have the time for it now. But have a look at this, a Time Boy. It is of course just a keyring watch of a mini vintage style Game Boy. This is from the early 90s, so it is vintage. I'm going to assume it's working. It doesn't look like it's corroded or there's any damage to it, so that's a great little pickup. But how about this? This is super rare. I tried researching, I tried looking it up. I haven't seen any other ones. It may have only been released in Europe. So of course it is a Mario and Yoshi keyring. It is in superb condition, of course, because it is sealed within this protective clamshell here. And again, from the early 90s, this is authentic from the period. So this is a great little piece. And again, see you at the next toy show if you want to see it. Okay guys, now it's time for finds of the day. So it does seem a little ironic to have a finds of the day section when basically this whole episode could be finds of the day or perhaps finds of the year. But yes, there was some really special stuff that I've been saving right now till the end, so I hope you've bared with me thus long and prepared to be blown away. Have a look at this. So we've all seen Masters of the Universe ink stamps, but how about this? This was a set that was released only in Europe, perhaps only in Italy actually. It is in Italian. This is the set. It's the He-Man and Skeletor. It comes with these glow-in-the-dark additional stamps that you can add to the stamper here. Sealed on card. I actually already own a set, so this is an extra set that I finally will be able to either trade or sell. But certainly this is a great little find. I never thought I'd find another set 5 years later. What about these? Whoa! So this is of course New Adventures of He-Man, early 90s. These are stickers or decals. I have no idea how these were distributed. Was it free with a purchase of an action figure or free with school supplies? No idea, but I did pick up a few sheets here. I've never seen these before. I've never seen anything like them, and they are really cool. Actually, if you have a good look here, you can see that most of these images here are of the figures. That would be the New Adventures He-Man, New Adventures Skeletor, but actually with some of the vehicles that were released from Mattel from the line. So it's definitely a cool little promo material for that line. Guys, wow, would you look at that? This is an extremely rare piece. You may be looking at it thinking it looks like some kind of Ninja Turtles Mega Block kind of Lego knockoff. You would be mistaken. This is in fact a Ninja Turtles Lego style set that was released in the late 80s during the original run. It was released only in Europe, perhaps only in Italy as far as I'm aware. It is of course fully licensed. It is considered to be part of the Ninja Turtles set, but it is very hard to come by, and best of all, it's still sealed in the box, so it's complete and never played with. Now that is a spectacular find. Okay folks, so we're nearing the end here. You may have seen some items that you perhaps have never seen before or you haven't seen in a while, but I say something really special for the end here. Something extremely rare. I've never seen it, I've never heard of it. I've asked a few fellow toy experts if they've ever seen or heard of this before, and they have not. So may I present to you something that really blew me away. Would you look at that? It is a vintage, sealed, in the box, never played with, never worn, Gargoyles costume. Yes! If you have seen one before, please write me. I've never seen this. It is great, especially with Halloween coming up. I believe it's unfortunately geared towards 10 to 12 year olds, but it does come with the mask, and best of all, it comes with the wings as well. I did have a quick look at it after it arrived in the mail, and of course, it does have these kind of plastic poles in the back, so that way the wings do actually fold out, they sit. Really spectacular toy. I'm in two minds on what to do with this. This is certainly a display piece. I don't have much of a Gargoyles collection just yet, but this is definitely the piece to get that collection started. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this special here. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it and digging for those toys. Really was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Well, I say once in a lifetime. I hope to have many more opportunities to do that again. We do have some more toys coming in the mail. This is only the first package that arrived, so hopefully we can start shooting the next one in the next few days. We also have some great pickups from Retrocon and some accessories to identify, so stay tuned. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again. Thanks guys. Bye now.